Everyone, I'm Garrison and welcome back to the channel. So today, right after finishing my classes, I am here to check out Drippin's villain, the MV for oh man, it's been quite some time since their very first comeback. Am I right? Like I couldn't believe how long it took for this particular comeback by Drippin, but I am just so glad that they're back, and I do know that this song Villain is tied along to their third mini album, and as some of you may know, so far I've been going crazy for their mini albums, from the first mini album to the second, and surely for Villain here and the third mini album, we shall see together. I shall see. So for myself, sorry I'm getting ahead of myself here, it's just that there's been so many releases today. This is like my third reaction slash review today. As some of you may know, one of my up-and-coming favorites, just considering the style that they have done across of their releases, and how shocked that I am, as shocked as I am for the vocal line and the rap line in this group, and the overall dynamic of Drippin is always just so satisfying per se. But aside from that, let's just get into Drippin's Villain now, shall we? Alright, Villain by Drippin. I got the English captions on and all. Let's go. Oh, pretty cool intro there. Speaking of intro, this is quite cinematic with it, huh? Oh, okay. Oh, love the bass line in this at the start here. Oh, is it just me, or so far this MV reminds me of the Vertigo MV for Universe, huh? Okay, some snapping here. Oh, it's picking up here. Where's this going? With the snare drums. Whoa, that's cool. Wow. Just their emphasis on the word power. I got the power and the bounce to this song. Ongyan, okay. Alex, okay. Just so tasteful with the vocal delivery, but hold. Every time this chorus just controls me in a good way. Like, it's so satisfying when it's hit, but yet very memorable. Oh, hold. There's piano, some piano here. Ooh. Is that Hyup? That must be Hyup, huh? Even from the ad-libs to the yeah, it's so satisfying in this song. Man, there was a good amount of like really cool cinematography done in this, and the editing for this was super well done. Um but for Villain by Drippin, pretty much what I get from this is that they took an edgier route in terms of the concept and especially the delivery for this era and slash comeback, and additionally messed with a good amount of funk elements, and I would say the electro genre most prominently. And the reason why I say that, there's this sort of looping of, I don't know how to put it, like the looping of these electro elements that are quite like that add that bounce to the song, you know what I'm saying? Those bubbly like of the looping. I'll point it out when we get into the second listen here. If you guys are not sure what I'm talking about at the moment here, but I liked that. I like how it kicked off with the intro, verse one, and how it even wrapped up. I think it wrapped up so nicely with the outro that they provided in this song. But don't even get me started about verse two. Ooh, I really digged verse two, everyone. What did I say about the rap line? Okay, they always come through and surprise me. But what was interesting about verse two is there was this breakdown that was very percussive with it in a way that would really, I would say, add more depth and texture to the overall song. So, and usually, verse two, when it comes to like edgier songs, or dark in concept type releases for those songs, or very upfront in your face songs, you tend to get those verse two, I would say, type of breakdowns. But I think in this case it really works. I think the post chorus, pretty much pre chorus, chorus, and post chorus is what truly gets me going though. And the finale, like the finisher with Hyup, right? If you can correct me if I'm wrong here, because it's been quite a minute. It's been quite a minute since I've checked out Drippin' since Vertigo. Speaking of Vertigo, this MV sort of reminded me of Vertigo, just with the bus and all, and how they were like prisoners in Vertigo. And also like the whole plane thing. I can't remember if it was a helicopter or a plane. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Is it just me, or it does, or it's not at all? It's just quite similar and all. But the reason why I love the pre-chorus and chorus and the post-chorus is all those sections together are so cleanly done in a way that everything is cohesive. Cohesive in a way that it makes the entire song very satisfying. I mean, in the chorus, like I said, when it hits, hands down my favorite part. It's just so satisfying, and the melodies are very catchy and repetitive, yet repetitive to the point that is catchy, that makes the song catchy, not in an irritating manner, but in a satisfying manner, I should say. Because there are songs, mind you, that I feel like are purposely done repetitively for either done in a way to fill some time up in the song, or B, do it purposely to try to make the song catchy. And there is that double-edged sword. If you do that, you could potentially make the song sound way too repetitive. And by no means, Villain by Drippin' here feels way too repetitive, and it doesn't sound purposely done that repetitive way to make it be catchy, right? I think what makes it catchy is how the melodies are so memorable, yet so satisfying, and also how the elements are done. The electro elements, the funky guitar that it is. I would say those two things, the funky guitar, the instruments, and the elements combined together, creates a solid foundation and backbone of the song, where Drippin can really flaunt their rap and their vocals. I said this at the start of the video, if you recall correctly, right? How I just love the overall dynamic of this boy group, from their, vocal line to their rap line. It is always just so interesting how they work upon each other, and you cannot always predict how they're going to come through in terms of the vocal department and the rap department, when it comes to flow, comes to delivery, when it comes to tone even. But this has to be, sorry about that, Windows security alert. I'd have to say that this is hands down to date my favorite title track by Drippin, and I think that means a lot, especially the time that it took for Drippin to come back and such, and been waiting on them. So hopefully it doesn't take as long next time around for Drippin to come back. Honestly, I'm still waiting for a Rocket Punch comeback as well, and I know Willem apparently has been going through the whole challenging times thing, unfortunately, with the situation of COVID and all. A lot of low to mid tier labels have been heavily affected, and such, unfortunately. Thus, some labels, such as Willem, not making the most, I would say, ideal decisions. I don't want to get too in depth with that, but to focus more so on Drippin's villain here, I think this is a near 10 out of 10. This is like a 9 out of 10, but with more listens, and considering like how memorable this song is as a whole, based on the arrangement and the composition of this song, and how parts were done in the song by the respective members. There's a lot of, I can sense a lot of replay value and longevity to this for a long, long time. So maybe over time, 10 out of 10 in terms of longevity. But this would land like a 9, 9.5 in my personal list. I can't even imagine how the B-sides are going to go, because I've been enjoying their B-sides in their first mini album and as much as in their second mini album. But let's just get back into the second listen here and watch of the MV, and then I'll break down certain parts and sections that I truly loved and listen to parts that I may have missed upon. So let's just do that. I thought like overall, the filming, cinematography, editing, all in all, styling was really well done, though. Yeah, this explosion here. And then immediately when I saw this bus, I'm like, what? Are we back in the land of Vertigo? I just the littlest of details, the breathing, the ha, ha, and also the, right there. Hold up. How, I'm pretty sure this is part of the song and not dragged from the intro, the cinematic intro there. But I hear some sort of like screech there of like a horn, of some sort of horn on a bus or a truck almost, or like a train horn going off in the distance. Not too prominent, but it's there for sure. Immediately when I'm seeing them bringing out their fists in this, I'm like, okay. And I feel like the huge part in why I love this, more specifically about the delivery, there's this overflowing confidence and almost like cockiness per se, right? And by no means not in a bad way. I think with this kind of delivery, it works and plays so well into this sort of villain factor in consideration, right? This has to be one of my favorite like scenes. Is just like the blue like flaming wings of some sort here that they did here. Snare drums. Oh, I want to hear that again. It's how they hit it. See, dung, 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 like right here. The looping of this very bubbly, like electro elements of some sort, electronic elements of some sort that are constantly being looped, adds a nice bounce to the song, you know? Yeah. How they... Oh my goodness, guys. I'm so obsessed with this choreo that I want to watch this, like, their performance. Like, I'm gonna watch their showcase on my own time, like, at least the performance of Villain. I just want to see the choreo in full so badly. Look at this. Look at this. And just how their expressions... expressions change. Details here. Oh my goodness. Hold up. Donghyun, press start. Drippin, Villain. That's cool. Now we got these hi-hats here, sort of like a trap percussion going on during the rap part in verse 2 here. Alex. The only thing I could say is I wish that was a bit longer by Alex, but other than that, I really dig verse 2, right? Just how they hit it. But in reality, I don't know, like, this is being titled Villain. They're saying I'm the villain. Yet, in a way, they're like saving people, right? Especially with this scene here with the fork. So it makes me wonder if they're like, they look like the villain to society. I wouldn't say society, to maybe like the government or whatever this world is, but they are truly the superheroes to the citizens in this like plan on this planet or whatever going on here, right? You know, you feel me? Like they're almost like, I don't know, Bonnie and Clyde. I don't know. It's gonna take some time for me to wrap my head around this. Yeah, like right here. Love the piano here, by the way. The piano in the back there. Okay, and here. Hold up. That sort of heart-throbbing moment is so cool too. Yeah, I think that's yup. Our main vocal, right? That's what I'm sensing here, huh? The government, you know, the police see them as villains. And at the end of the day, they are truly the superheroes for the people. But this is what I always love when it comes to these sort of like concepts. It gets you thinking, you know what I'm saying? It gets you critically thinking, and there could be, you know, different perspectives on in terms of the storyline, in terms of the concept or whatnot. But I don't know, man. Like, I feel like this song is the song that comes through with the first win. It deserves a first win. I mean, every time when I look back upon my favorite groups, I'm like, man, oh man, I'm scratching my head and thinking to myself, how did this song did not get their first win? And usually at the end of the day, that's due to timing. Like, they may have been against like such a competitive crowd at the time during promotions and such. For Villain here, regardless if, you know, if they do or not, this is such a great comeback and a song that I could easily jam to. And I would say the tropes really get you going, huh, in this song. But all in all, yeah, 9.5 out of 10. Can't go wrong with the Villain. I see, and I feel, I should say, the replay value of this song quite immensely. And most likely I could add this to a playlist, put it in my rotation, easy to listen to. But yeah, stay tuned for my review to their mini album. Can't wait to check out the B-sides. Stay tuned, please, because I have a huge queue going on with these latest comebacks in terms of MVs. Then I will proceed into the album reviews. But take care as always. Have a great day. Have a good night. Have a good afternoon wherever you are. And be sure to like, share, and maybe subscribe, as it helps out the channel so much. And just warms my heart connecting with y'all about Drippin and their new song, Villain, Drippin in general, or even K-pop in general. This has been Garrison, as always, and peace.